If you don't like the sight of blood, scroll on now. This is my review of my trip to the Pacific Colombian coast. It's a trip which is into nature. You can see whales, you can see plankton in the sea, and it's really remote. It's like one of the trips which is not to see nice beaches and chill. It's more of like an adventure. Yeah, I decided to do this trip with my friend Sarah, who's done it before. She knew the way and knew what to do. So basically what you have to do is arrive into Buenaventura early on and then get a boat to the remote coast, which is like there's hostels near this coast, but they're built out of like just wood and stuff, and it's very in nature. So basically we got the boat at 9 a.m. Quite sketchy, to be fair. Anyways, we headed to a hostel, which is about an hour in this boat, and they drop you off directly to the hostel. And up until now, everything was pretty cool. We got there and we explored the beach and the hostel. Behind the hostel, there was literally just complete jungle and a beach with this really nice waterfall right next to it. So we enjoyed the day, explored, seen a snake, and relaxed for a bit just while exploring the new place, and then went to bed fairly early. So then in the middle of the night, I woke up with my toe hurting, and I looked down and I seen this blood everywhere. I'll show you the photo now. There's blood all over my bed sheets, blood on my coming from my toe, and I'm like, what on earth has bit me here? Because I have no idea what this is. And if it's a venomous snake or a venomous spider, it could be an emergency. I might have to leave straight away. Sarah, after 10 seconds of panic, said to me that it's common that people get bitten by vampire bats here. There's a certain species of bat what actually feeds on blood. So then anyways, I was like, if it is a bat, I'm going to have to look for what advice you have to do for a bat bite. And the advice is to pretty much get a rabies shot as quickly as you can. I just didn't want to take the risk and not get a rabies vaccine, so I decided that we have to leave and take the next boat in the morning back. So anyways, that short stay in that hostel ended, and at 8 a.m. we got the first boat back. But again, on the way back, the waves were rough and you could feel every single wave in this small boat, and it was actually really painful on the back. So I went from having a good time in the middle of nowhere in the Pacific coast to, with this bleeding toe, needing to go get a rabies vaccine, and then also like these horrible waves absolutely hurting my back for about an hour until we arrived in Buenaventura. Once we arrived in Buenaventura, we went to go to the hospital in Buga, which was a 3-4 hour bus ride, which was also not great. And then eventually I got back to a hospital in Buga and got the rabies shots, and that was the end of that trip. So I'm going to rate this trip a 2 out of 10, just because it got ended pretty early and I had a little bit of fun, but it was not worth all this trip just for this little bit of fun. I think I would go back and try it again, but this time I would either stay in a different hostel that was a bit more built up to protect from these vampire bats, or I would try and keep my feet in the mosquito nets without... My foot was in the mosquito net, but it was touching the end of it, and the bats can bite through the mosquito nets like it done with me. So I'm going to rate this 2 out of 10, but potential to go back because it could actually be a really good trip. This is the rating of my actual trip. So yeah, hope you liked it, and stick around for some more trip reviews. I've got some more coming. See you in the next one.